Listen, TDE CEO, his name is Top Dog. He's basically asking fans like, yo, why do y'all keep asking me to drop songs? And then when I drop songs, y'all don't support it. Now, you see, man, fans have been fucked up by the Young Thugs and the Futures of the world because they see rappers drop music left and right all the goddamn time, fast food music at that, and they're looking like, wait, if Future could drop like 5 albums in the last 8 months, Young Thug dropping a project every other week, why can't my favorite rapper or one of my favorite rappers in TDE put out a motherfucking single at least one every month? Come on, man. So they've been badgering the CEO because he's the guys who running everything. That's Top Dog, right? So they always tweet at him, yo, drop the next single by SZA, drop the next single by Nasir Rashad, drop the next single by J-Rock, drop the next single by Schoolboy Q. And basically, he did drop a single. He dropped a single from that. Now, the second thing is this, right? He's talking about a lot of things in the interview, like number 1, hip-hop, number 2, hip-hop, number 3, hip-hop, number 4, fucking hip-hop, and he's really talking about, and in length, about ghostwriting. He's talking about hip-hop beef, and you get to find out that, yo, he's doing an interview with Fader, okay? They're not going to really challenge him about the integrity or the credibility of anything he does, or even just the integrity of hip-hop and some of the stuff he's saying. So there's no challenge, okay? He's not doing it with, like, a hip-hop personality. He's not doing it with, like, I don't know, like, Double XL, Source, Vibe. No, he's doing it with Fader. So just keep that in mind. Now, he addressed the beef, said, of course, he had to, and this is what I didn't like about it, right? He said, yo, he was so cool, calm, and collected. He had to drop a diss song to kind of end the beef, and that was back to back, and he pretty much wanted to drop it and make it be the song of the summer, and it was. And he was just talking about how he dismantled Meek Mill without effort, okay? Now, that's not what I really read the article to hear, because even a goddamn blind, Stevie Wonder could have saw that. Fetty Wap sees that shit in 2020, okay? But what I was really concerned about is this whole notion about ghostwriting, reference tracks, and is Drake writing his motherfucking shit? I want to hear what he has to say. Will he finally address the Quentin Miller Association, because everybody is spoken on it except him? According to allhiphop.com, they have gotten a statement from Zaytoven after speaking with them exclusively that Drizzy motherfucking Drake, Aubrey Champagne Poppy Lightskin Keith Sweat Drake might be doing a project with Gucci Mane, and I'm hoping this ain't true, because that would make Drake probably top 5 dead or alive penis riders of all fucking time. I mean, god damn it. We know Drake rides waist, but god damn it, nigga, it's like you jumping from dick to dick to dick to dick to dick. God damn, bruh. Now, for a lot of fans, they think Drake created these waves, right? But we know, if you really pay attention, you know Drake is kind of like, you know what I mean? Like sucking up this wave, pause. Sucking up this wave, pause, you know what I mean? And to a lot of fans, they think he's creating them because he's a bigger artist. But in reality, he's enjoying the benefits. Then when it kind of cools down, he moves on to the next. Now, this is the exact quote that was given by Zaytoven to All Hip Hop. He said, we were at a video shoot. We were working on Gucci's album and Drake came. He even kind of regrets giving Drake a song that Drake used on his album because he wanted it for his. Now, yeah, listen, man, I like Party Next Door, and I think he's a guy who has the musical talent. I'm not seeing like Skepta basically say that Drake is signing to his label, which we're not sure how that's going to work out, but basically these two fuck with each other, okay? But this is what I got to say. Drake, what are you doing, bruh? Like, it's like you're pop, but then you don't want to accept your pop. You rap a line like, bitch, I just rapped and it went pop. Yeah, nigga, because you're pop. I mean, you're no longer in the gutter. Nobody looks at you and thinks about you as somebody who's kind of underground no more. So everybody said, damn, this song sounds hot. Who is this kid? Kodak Black. Now, not only that, Drake has shown him love on Instagram, commented on a couple of his photos. Not only that, Drake actually put up a video, and this is the straw that is breaking the camel's back. He put up a video kind of dancing to Kodak Black on Instagram, and he even tagged Kodak Black in it as well. Okay, now let me present the question before even reading Earl Sweatshirt's tweets. Is Drake paying homage? But pretty much, Hotline Bling was not nominated for a Grammy. Now, not only was it not nominated, remember, Drake wanted that to be like his first #1 single ever on the Billboard charts, or the Billboard Hot 100 charts, okay? Different. There's a big difference, because somebody's in the chat room right now, or the comment section, who's a fucking stan, and probably saying, no, Drake has had a lot of #1s. Calm the fuck down. He's had it on the rap charts, the hip-hop charts, the R&B charts, not on the overall charts, okay? Now, right? He wanted it to be number one, but Adele came in and shut that the fuck down. It's not gonna happen, right? Now, if he didn't get that number one, I'm sure he would like to have a Grammy for it. But allegedly, and again, we ain't got reference tracks, but allegedly, he wrote 305 to My City for Drake. Allegedly, okay? But basically, he just filed a lawsuit against Drake. Phrase thrown around very often on social media. Culture vulture. Now, to me, I feel like it's a repurposing of the word because we heard Dame Dash initially throw it out this year when he was talking about record executives. He claimed that, their indigenous culture, or the culture that really they rock with, is rock or country, but they can't make money in it. So what do? They pretty much look at hip hop, see hip hop like, you know what? Hip hop is a bunch of dumbass niggas, man. We could definitely get in there, pimp them out only for monetary gain, prey upon their culture, control it for dollars and cents, and that's how we could be rich, okay? So that's what he was talking about when he was talking about culture vultures. He was talking about a lot of white record label executives that were controlling what he considered black music. Now, if we actually look at the then he also tosses an entire shot to the entire United States talking about, I'm not even from there. How y'all let me come and run there? And I'm like, whoa, damn, bro. Come on, man. We know you Canadian, but don't be disrespecting and violating like that now. But then out today that the newest way how to sell an album and at least get the highest first week sales is not having a hit single. It's actually capitalizing off hype beast on Twitter and also dick riders. Okay, the best way to get a album sold is strictly off hype. Okay, Drake and Future just did it. And by the way, there's a big article out today. Just a control type song, or maybe just a full-on tape with him and Kendrick. Now, that could be left up to our imagination, but I can say this already off the top. This will be way better than Future and Drake's tape. I told y'all, man, that was only a project done by Future and Drake rushed through in 7 days just to cash out on hype, basically to get everybody motherfucking checks that they could throw in the strip club. That's just about it. Okay, now, the reason why I think it's going to be better, it's not only because we know J. Cole and Kendrick, they're probably going to be on some barefoot, black fist in the air, shade, butter, Twitter, Black Lives Matter stuff, but it's going to be more than just the hype, I believe, all right? Because these guys, they make substance-filled music most of the time. Now, I could only imagine if they came together, they're going to really tackle a lot of issues and also make it sonically appealing to people who might be listening, okay? I cannot say the same for Future and Drake. Future and Drake, they were about singing about strippers and then, of course, paying bad bitches bills and all that stuff. Listen, simple ballads I can't really rock with, okay? Now, you see an artist like Kendrick, back-to-back got nominated. Now, let's do a history of the song, right? When Hotline Bling came out, it came out in about July. Was it July? Yeah, July. July or August? I want to say July. Yes, July. I am sure, July. Now, when it came out in July, it came out the same morning, because it came out in owl hours or whatever. It came out the same morning as Charged Up. I don't know if you guys remember, but pretty much Charged Up was the first diss song to Meek Mill, okay? He kind of was just a warning shot. Now, when he put out Hotline Bling, he put it to soften the blow because as we all know and Drake knew then, social media is controlling this shit. So if he put out, or if he started off this on wax beef with a wax song and people are saying, damn, Drake, that was whack, he would have social media against him. So what he did is strategically put out Charged Up and put out a certified hit, which was Hotline Bling. Now, we could get into the drum thing, obviously, but it kind of insinuates to me that Hotline Bling could have been a song he was saving for views. You don't know. Man, very interesting. Now, two things popped into my mind instantly before I even read the article, right? Now, these days when I think about Drake, because I know Drake is a slimy motherfucker. If you don't think so, man, Drake is playing fixed games. He's not playing fair, okay? He's not playing fair. These other rappers, man, they got no fucking clue, okay? Drake is playing fixed games where he's gonna win, okay? He's that motherfucker who, if you go to his house to play video games, he got cheats loaded up on his profile, and also he changed the rules, right? He's a slimy motherfucker. It works for him, because he's always number one, right? He got a 6-year run. He's been number one for a while, right? But two things. This is what Earl Sweatshirt actually said. Okay, he said, Drake found Kodak, shaking my head, whoop. Then he responded to a fan. Nah, bro, because the fan was actually accusing him of being a hipster or having a hipster mentality. He said, nah, bro, no hipster, nothing. Drake can be a bit of a vulture on young rap niggas, and I don't want Lil Kodak to be a victim of it. Okay, he responded to another fan. He said, I feel you, but I still feel like Drake's overall statement isn't check out this new shit I heard. It's always self-serving. And then he responded to the same fan again. He said, I guess you're right. It's not his job to develop them as artists, but the line between paying homage and wave riding is a blurry one. Okay, then he continued by saying this. Hey, but just like the line between paying homage and wave riding is blurry, so is the one between giving criticism. A collaborative project between these two. It is just basically Drake grasping for straws to keep his relevance, which at this point you could argue that he doesn't really need it, but keep his relevance with the grassroots of hip-hop, all right? Drake is the biggest artist. He doesn't need somebody else for a buzz, but what he did when he actually teamed up with Future for What a Time to Be Alive, he wanted to be connected to the streets. There is some element of hip-hop that when you're connected to the quote-unquote streets, it definitely propels you and helps you and give you more authenticity no matter how pop you get. But I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit sick and tired if Aubrey is going to collab with this person and this person and this person. Oh, you got a buzz? I'm going to get with you. And you got a buzz? I'm over here. God damn. Joe Budden exposed it, but I think a lot of people knew it. So I'm really hoping this ain't true. We heard Back on Road featuring Drake. He did a hook. Okay, cool. Gucci just came out. Fine. But you do a whole fucking project with him? You can't do a whole fucking project with McConan, even though he got dropped. You can't do a whole fucking project with the people you actually signed and invested in. Like, for example, like Zombie on the Track. You can't do a whole fucking project with the people who are actually in your camp and who there's more of an authentic relationship with. Man, do we forget